There's been a lot of investment out here to try to understand. There's a lot of finger pointing going on. And while agriculture has to accept some responsibility, we know we're not all of the blame, but we're trying to get a good idea and quantify the impact of agriculture. So where are we located? This is where most of our sites, or this is all of our sites right now throughout Ohio. This one right here, just outside of Eden, Ohio, was just being installed right now. This is down at the Beck's Farm, adjacent to Farm Science Review. If you're down there the next 3 days, you might have an opportunity. I understand there are going to be shuttles going back and forth from Farm Science Review over to the Beck's site. You may be able to see that. As you can see, there's been a lot of groups involved in funding this in order to help us get this established. The 4R Research Fund, which is a partnership between the Fertilizer Institute and the International Plant Nutrition Institute, has been very instrumental in helping us get this established. NRCS, by and far, is the biggest funder. Probably 60–70% of the funding has come through NRCS. ARS has been funded. We've gotten some grants from partnerships and different conservation integration grants with Ohio State, with Heidelberg. The Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers and Ohio Soybean Association put forth 10–15% of the initial equipment to help us get this established. So let's talk a little bit about what we know now in terms of our results. So we'll talk a little bit about weather and rainfall chemistry. Let's think back to 2015. This is what most of our ag drainage ditches looked like. We were pretty full in 2015. This happened in May 11th. We're pretty saturated. We had a lot of flow across the surface. You can see the water coming out the end of that flume. It was very, very wet in this period. Here's June 16th, June 27th, July 9th. Anywhere from a little over 2 to almost 5 inches of rainfall. You see one of our field sites here. So had a lot of water during this period. But how did that compare? I was curious. We always hear that, well, it's all climate change right now. Well, I went back through the records. Lo and behold, this is from Custer, Ohio. In 1983, we had the very same amount of rainfall in June and July. So it's not unprecedented for us to get this type of June and July, 14–15 inches of rainfall. So let's look at trends though. Again, this is Custer, Ohio, 1982 through 2004, and then I split the last 10-year period, 2005 through 2014. And these are box and whisker plots. So this box, the line in the middle of this box is the 50th percentile. So there's 50% of the values greater than that, 50% below. The boxes are bound by the 25th and 75th percentile, and the whiskers are the 90th and the 10th percentile. So you get an idea of what we're looking at. Now look at this period in the last 10 years. We talk about climate change. We talk about, yes, there is some changes going on, whether that's due to global warming or whether that's cyclic. I don't think any of us in the research field really know, in all honesty. But we do see a change right now. Look at the increases in this fall precip. Very significant. And this was a time where a lot of us were going out and we were doing fall application. So our windows of opportunity are getting a lot shorter if we're trying to apply during that period. Again, large rainfalls. These are the days, the same site in Custer, Ohio, looking at the days when we had 2 inches of rainfall or greater. So in the first 16 years of record, we had 8 events. In the last 16 years, we had 20 events. In 2015, we've had 3 so far. So we are seeing this instances of larger rainfalls occur.